Why is procrastination killing you? You have the best ideas, you're smart, you have visions, but when it comes time to execute or put it out, it's just something within you that stops you from moving. This week on Motivation and Confidence, we're going to talk about how procrastination is blocking your success. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. As always, please like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you coming along on the journey. And I also like to know, how has this podcast helped you, or how do you think we can improve? So for any of you brave souls that are out there, leave a comment or shoot us an email. Head over to tomdanger.com, TOMDANGER.com, COM, contact form. Drop us a note. Let us know how this podcast has either helped you or how we can improve. And or if you'd like to be a guest, if you have a subject matter that you feel as if it would reach our audience, that's cool too. And always, if you're still curious about what you're naturally good at, what your superpower is, you can also hit that contact form and just put in the letters DISC, D-I-S-C, and we'll get you hooked up free, no cost, 15-minute call. You get to chop it up with me, say hello, or, talk about the weather, whichever you like. Okay, this week's podcast. I know that you look at all, especially right now, it's like you look at everything online and some people just make it look so easy. It's like, I'm making $10,000 a month. I'm making $100,000 a month. I'm making, some of it is capped, right? So I don't think everybody's making that amount of money. There are some people who are, but don't get blinded by the hype. When you're working on something, work on it because it means something to you. It's something that you're passionate about. It's something that you love to do, right? Because if not, if you're just chasing the dollar, after a while, the steam of it is going to go out, and then you're still going to be in the same spot that you're in. And you don't want that to happen. So I know that you're frustrated at your job. I know that you may be around some people who don't want to do more, or you just may feel as if you're stuck, right? And you're asking yourself like, wow, why am I feeling this way? And part of the reason that you procrastinate is drive, right? Like, do you have the drive to do whatever it is that you want to do? And I think that drive is a good indicator as to whether or not you want to do something. I'll give you an example. I remember, what was it? Years ago, I thought that I wanted to get into real estate. I heard people talking about real estate and how you can make flips and do all this other stuff. And after going through the process of what it takes to buy real estate and how much time it takes and money and sources to actually fix up a home, I ain't had a drive. I mean, it sounds good when people say oh yeah, I got real estate that's bringing in passive income and so forth. But for me, that wasn't for me. So rather than to tank money into something that may look good for everybody else, I said, nah, this one ain't for me. I got to find something else. So you have to ask yourself the question as to whether or not what you're looking at is something that's going to get you hype, you excited about doing it, or is it just something that you're looking to do because everybody else is doing it? And because everybody else is doing it, you're looking at, man, I don't like being in this job, so let me do this over here because other people are doing it, and then maybe it'll help me get out of my situation. Nah, don't think about it that way. Focus on what you're passionate about. Focus on what's going to get you up out of bed in the morning, right? Not the money. Clearly, the money basically gives you more options, but if you don't even know what those options are, then what good is the money? Okay? Second thing, you have to stop looking for the validation of others. If you have an idea in your head, it's cool to do research as to what people are into. Or if you have an idea and you're starting to put it together and you're kind of stuck as to where you should go next, you should have your think group, right? And that think group is who you can present the idea to and say, hey, look, I'm working on this. I'm looking for some feedback. Not the dream killers, not the people that are going to look at you and be like, are you crazy? Like, why are you trying to do that? You're always trying to do something. Like, if you got people around you like that, change your circle. That's not what you want, right? In the same breath, when you start doing something, don't seek the validation from others to say, like, it's okay that you should be doing it. No, we're not talking about that. Don't worry about the validation of others, because if other people are not in the same state of mind as you, then they're never going to see your vision. So it's important for you to surround yourself with people who are actually going to see that vision to the end. I can remember like plenty of times when I started getting into certain ventures, people would be looking at me like, you going to do what? Like, what? You trying to do a podcast? Like, what's a podcast? Like, what's that? Like, what? You shoot YouTube videos? Like, who does that? Or even crazier, like public access? Or that's played out. Like, who does public access? Isn't that like knockoff TV? That's not even like real TV. Like, why would you want to do that? And I'm glad that I never listened to them, because the things that you go through and that you do is all part of your journey. And when you are clear with what your intentions are and how you want to attain it, you'll start attracting the like-minded people. But you're not attracting the people to validate you. You're looking for the people to support you. Okay? Lastly is the part that really kills you is perfection. Man, you want everything to be so perfect. You get stuck in your head with them thoughts. Like, you start drafting things, or you may be doing a 3D drawing, or you may start doing a sketch, or you may start writing a song, or you just may have like the illest ideas. And then when you start to put it together, like, it just doesn't come as clear as the way you see it in your mind. And then you just give up on it. Like, you just throw it to the side. Don't throw it to the side. Nurture it. Build it out as far as you can go. You know how the saying goes, progress is better than perfect. It's better for you to put something in progress and work on it than to strive for perfection. And then circling back, you'll know whether or not it's something that you want to continue with if you have that drive for it. But you have to have the drive for it before you push it into progress. Let me know your thoughts. Hit us up on the website, tomdanger.com. This is Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best.